a miserable Champions League game in midweek. Now the focus turns to the Tottenham hierarchy on the back pages of the newspapers today. And according to the chief executive, Vinay Venkatesham, he has laid the blame for alleged mistakes at the club that have happened previously at the feet of Daniel Levy, the former chair. That's the back page of the Daily Telegraph today. Tottenham blame Levy for crisis. Now, this is from a fan advisory board meeting which happened at the start of this month, but the quotes and the minutes from this meeting are now only just being released, which is why a lot of the papers are carrying this story today. And Vinay Venkatesham talks to the fan advisory board about a number of issues, and including an internal review which has highlighted a number of missteps from Spurs over the last few years. And just to name a few of them, Vinay Venkatesham points towards the men's squad requiring strengthening in terms of quality, experience and leadership. He also talks about financial pressures arising from heavy transfer spending, which means that they now need to focus on player sales. I'm not sure a lot of Spurs fans will like to hear the sound of that. And he also talks about a culture at Spurs, an internal culture, which is described as needing improvement in a number of areas. And those aren't the only items on the list, really, of difficulties that Vinay Venkatesham has pointed towards. And certainly the blame is being put towards Daniel Levy. The blame is being put towards Daniel Levy, towards the fact that they qualified for Europe in 18 of 20 seasons as a kind of counter to that. The other strand to this story at Tottenham Hotspur at the moment is season ticket renewal. Now, one of the most expensive season tickets across Europe. Spurs fans have made their feelings known at home, given the poor home form that the side has suffered with over a significant period of time now. And Spurs have actually extended the renewal window for season tickets now. It usually happens, the window usually closes just a couple of days after the season end. That's now been extended this season to June the 7th. It gives Spurs supporters a little bit of time just to decide, A, whether they want to renew, and also for the club then to decide and certainly plan for what division they're going to be in, because it's Premier League or it could well be Championship.
It's fascinating, isn't it? There's also a transfer story on the back of the Sun today, which we got wind of sort of on deadline day in the January window. Yeah,
Sandro Tonali took up a lot of everyone's timeline, didn't it, on transfer deadline day, a potential move away from Newcastle. I wonder whether Eddie Howe will be asked about this once again. He has been asked about it earlier this season. Will he be asked about it again this morning in his news conference? But the back page of the Sun today, the headline is "Flog on the Tyne." And they talk about Manchester United making it a four-way fight for Sandro Tonali alongside Manchester City, alongside Arsenal and Real Madrid as well. The key for Manchester United going into the summer transfer window is what European competition are they going to be in? Are they going to be in the Champions League? Are they going to be in the Europa League? As it stands, they're in those Champions League places, and that then gives them much more wriggle room in terms of the players they'd like to sign, but also the finances then available to sign these types of players. You would think that any move for Sandro Tonali would hinge on whether they are in the Champions League, but certainly midfield is an area that United are looking to strengthen in the summer.